Charlie Chaplin, although known for his humor and performances, often used his platform to comment on politics, social justice, and the human condition. Here's an explanation of his quotes and examples of what he might have meant. 1. I remain just one thing, and one thing only, and that is a clown. It places me on a far higher plane than any politician. Chaplin here emphasizes the importance of his role as a clown, or comedian, over that of a politician. He sees his work as a clown, using humor, empathy, and truth as more meaningful than the manipulative, often self-serving nature of political figures. As a clown, he believes his job is to expose human folly, challenge societal norms, and bring joy without the agenda-driven motives of politicians. In The Great Dictator, Chaplin ridicules the concept of totalitarian leadership and shows the absurdity of dictatorships through humor. By doing so, he highlights how politicians often exploit power, while a clown's purpose is to shine a light on human flaws with humor and truth. 2. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. This quote is a hopeful reflection on the cyclical nature of history. Chaplin suggests that while dictators and oppressive leaders may seem powerful in the moment, their reigns are temporary. Ultimately, power will return to the people, and liberty will persist, despite the efforts of those who try to control or oppress it. This echoes the sentiment of World War II, where Chaplin, in The Great Dictator, mocked Adolf Hitler and his dictatorship. Even though Hitler seemed all-powerful at the time, Chaplin believed that such tyranny would eventually crumble and freedom would prevail. 3. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Chaplin critiques how dictators may claim to be liberating or saving their countries, but in reality, they only secure their own power at the expense of the freedom of the people. The freedom of the dictator is built on the oppression of others. In The Great Dictator, the character of Adenoid Hinkle, a parody of Hitler, presents himself as a strong leader for the country, but his actions are selfish and tyrannical, leading to the suffering of his citizens. The movie satirizes how dictators often spin their agendas as freedom when, in fact, they enslave their people with fear and control. 4. I'd sooner be called a successful crook than a destitute monarch. This quote reflects Chaplin's disdain for the corrupt and often empty nature of monarchy and power structures. He suggests that he would rather be known as a crook, someone who at least is honest in their flaws, than a monarch, someone in a privileged position who lives off the misery of others. It's a commentary on the corrupting influence of wealth and power, especially in royal or authoritarian systems. In City Lights, Chaplin plays a humble, poor tramp who doesn't have much, but his actions are driven by compassion. He would rather be poor with dignity than hold power that comes at the cost of others' suffering, much like how he contrasts the corrupt nature of politicians and monarchs with the simple but meaningful life of the common man. These quotes demonstrate Chaplin's deep critique of political systems, power structures, and dictatorships. His genius was in using humor and satire to highlight these serious issues, encouraging people to think critically about leadership, liberty, and the role of the individual in society.